Hello, this is Uncle Jim, and it's time to change the oil in the generator. Be prepared for winter. So I'm being prepared, Fuzzy. So I thought I'd show you what our generator looks like. It's built automatically turns on when the power goes out in the house. It's very quiet. It's got its own box and everything. And it's got two doors that lock if you want them locked. Comes with a key like a car. Okay, so this engine is either the GX 620 or the 670. I didn't bring my glasses, so I can't read it. So we got a huge propane tank here, so it'll run forever. I recommend propane because the carburetor won't be all gunked up. It never needs maintenance on the carb. So it's a dual cylinder Honda overhead valve, and it's really dirty right now. So I have the air compressor line out here, and we're going to blow it out in a minute. And so you can see the muffler on this thing goes out the back of the box, and it is quiet. You can tell that thing is quiet. And plus, when it's in the insulated box, it's even quieter, so you don't hear it. Yeah, it's very nice. Oh, I think I have 230 hours on it. It came with the house. And we'll get a power outage now and then. And it just clicks on. So I'm going to totally maintenance. Air filter is right here. Dipstick Jimmy is right there, right there. And we'll go to the other side, and I'll show you how easy it is to maintenance. I forgot to mention it has an oil alert and automatic shutoff if the oil gets low, and the spark plugs are easy to get to. They're right there. Okay, we're on the other side, the other door opening, which locks, and everything is easy to get to. It's got an oil cooler on it right here. And to drain the oil, you just have a switch and it'll drain down this hose. You can put your pan right there. 1.5 quarts if you have an oil filter, which it does right there. And so you drain the oil first. Luckily, the oil filter, we've all dealt with this, won't make a mess because it's slightly tilted. So when you drain the oil first, it won't go all over the place when you take off the filter. We just put a little pig mat right there and we're good. All right, it's very dusty in here. Could be a spider or scorpion or snake, I don't know, but we'll blow that out. Notice the funky spider webs here. That could be a black widow, so we got to be careful when we blow this out. All right, here's the electrical portion, the generator itself. It's got a cooling fan and shock absorber mounts. So everything is done right. It's very nice. I recommend these highly. I'll show you the stats on this right here. Maybe you could do a close-up. All right. And it's huge. It's about the size of a 5-gallon bucket. And so there's the starter right there. Haven't had any issues. It's just changed the oil, and that's all I've done. Check the air filter. Haven't done the plugs in all these years, so I'll take them out, see if they need replacing. An extra set came with the house, but I've never replaced the plugs or even cleaned them. Starts up every time. Okay, here's the box in the garage, and it tells you everything that's going on. So if I want to start it up to change the oil and get it warm, I'll hit this test button here and start it, and then I can stop it. And it kind of tells you when it's shutting down after a power outage and when it's starting up. The only thing is there's no battery, so I don't even know what's inside this box. I'm not an electrical guy, but it starts on its own with no power every time. So something is starting the starter. Maybe you guys can tell me what's in that panel. I've never taken it off. And you can also run it, turn it off from the generator box itself, and it has a fuse. And an odometer, or an hour meter. Okay, so now I'm a curious monkey, and I want to find out what is starting the starter in the generator. It's got to have a battery, right? So I pulled out the manuals, which I've never read. Who reads manuals? Comes with schematics, everything you ever wanted to know. There's a whole stack of this stuff. And this is inside the box that's in the garage. However, when I turn to this page, it shows a battery pack of some kind. I believe it's a 9-volt, and it's constantly trickle charging, so it's always ready to go. So I think that solves the problem. Someday I'll sit down and read this stuff. I have receipts for everything, including the battery, so that made me even more curious to pull this out. And the battery was actually cheap, so it's 30 bucks, 35. But it's never, this has been going many, many, many years, so I guess they're designed for long term. All right, so that covers that. Now, in the paperwork, I also found the receipt for this generator and everything else. And I highly recommend it if you can afford it, but brace yourself. The generator, I think it was just the generator alone, was $4,280 back then. And it's really high-end, very nice one. But that might be a little much for people, but we have a big house, and it'll charge the whole house, or whatever you want to call it. Electrify the whole house? What's the word I'm looking for? Anyway. So, very convenient, really simple, never had a failure. Change the oil every 2 years or whatever. And really good motor on it and super quiet. All right. Okay, so we're gonna blow it out. Having a big compressor by your garage doors is awesome. And 100 foot of line. It's just awesome to have. All right. Okay, so the air filter is clean. Didn't need anything. I'll just blow it out. Has a pre-filter. Sorry about that, little buddy. Got a ladybug. Uh-oh, I hear company. Hang on. Well, time for a little buffalo break. This is Bazooka, the baby buffalo, and he left me a treat. Yeah, we'll dry that out and cook that up later. So, he's a good, how old do you think?
4 weeks now.
4 weeks old.
So do you have to feed him water?
Yeah, we bottle feed him 3 times a day.
So right now he's drinking milk, or what do you feed him?
Yeah, it's just a big bag of powdered milk type stuff for him, and so we feed him that, mix it with water. And
all right, so there's Bazooka. More on him later. Oh, he's a good boy.
sometimes he eats it, sometimes he spits it out. Oh, she's gonna eat him right out of my hand.
Oh, he's a noisy eater. But he walked up the driveway, and good exercise. Good boy.
Hey, buddy. He's got snot out his nose.
Snot was running down his nose.
Yes.
He's got Uncle Jim at the helm. Come on, buddy. They're just looking in the garage. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
You ready to go down the driveway, buddy? Huh?
We're working on that.
Where do you want to go? In the garage? Oh, don't take off on me now. All right. Okay, so we had a surprise visitor coming up the driveway and I had to stop, but you guys have seen filter and oil changes, so I'll spare you. And we'll end the video here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time.